Welcome back everyone to a pickups video. Wasn't going to do one, but Blackpool was fast approaching. I thought I best do one. The pickups were piling up. I kept saying to myself, I'll wait till that thing comes in the post and then I'll do one. And then I bought something else, and then you know how it is. And then you never actually do a pickups video, and they end up being like an hour and a half long or something stupid like that. And I got this new haircut. You know, I thought I'd go for something different for once. Yeah, and you probably noticed I'm not behind my usual shelves because I'm actually moving house. This is actually my parents' house. Yes, I still live with my parents. Shock horror, but I suppose in this day and age, that's not actually that bad a thing. Obviously, with the prices of houses, etc. I think a lot of children stay with the parents a lot longer, or maybe, you know, I'm just telling myself that to make myself feel better, maybe. So yeah, I've got fucking shit tons of stuff here. Charity shop. There was some stuff I was actually going to take to CX tomorrow, so you probably wouldn't have seen that if I'd waited, obviously. And there's other stuff I have took to CX, etc. Yeah, so Blackpool, I'm looking forward to it. At the time of recording this, it's next Friday, so it's about a week away. It is a week away. Loads of people going. If you watch is it Talking Retro Liberties? I think that's what it is. I probably got that wrong. I should know it because I've been on it twice. Yeah, all the chaps are going on that. I do apologise if you watch that and you expect me to talk more. I kind of find it hard to not jump into the conversation, but I should probably ask the questions before the session starts, and then I can sort of write down a brief. That's probably going far too much into it. But and normally I'm leathered when I do it. When I'm drunk, I'm Mr. Relaxed, and yeah, so that's that. Right, what to start with? There's stuff everywhere. I'll start with these. So I picked up some vinyl. Love me some vinyl. This one's not actually game related, but it was just in the pile of stuff which I was going to show you anyway. So now I'm a massive fan of horror films. I'm looking at them now. Got a big collection. I saw the soundtrack for this film, one of my favourites. It's actually a reimagining, sort of. I think they've re-recorded some of the songs. In fact, they've re-recorded all the songs and they've added more in. Not really sure why they've added more in, but yeah, and it's Evil Dead. I suppose it is the original soundtrack. It's not. It is. I don't know. But yeah, I actually looked up a chap who was playing this on YouTube, and such a great soundtrack. And for a film on such a low budget, you know, and I suspect this sounds a lot better than the actual original. But yeah, it's the same songs, obviously, apart from a couple of new ones. So yeah, and I actually paid $37.99 for that. Very expensive, but that's vinyl for you. It's the new fad, I suppose. All the hipsters are into it. I'm growing a man bun as I say that. So I got another one. This is game related. Great game. Been remastered recently for the PS4. So you probably know, you might have a clue what it is. It is Shadows of the Colossus. Another great game. Great soundtrack. I've got the remaster, never actually finished it. Shock horror, I never actually finished the original either. So I should get onto that. I started playing it and it's just like everything else. You sort of, another game comes out and you don't have time to finish it. And it's not even that very long. It's not very long either of a game, so I should really get on that. But yeah, so it was them two pickups right there. Some nice vinyl there for you. I hope the picture's alright in this angle. I'm sure it's fine. What should I do next? There's so much stuff everywhere. I do charity shop, get this, I can move this pile out the way next to me. So I'll show you this first. This is not gaming related, but I thought it was pretty cool actually. So I always glance through the CD section, saw this CD. It didn't really interest me at first because it's a single, but it's actually in a full-size CD case. So it didn't really interest me at first, but when I pulled it out and looked at it, I was like, oh, okay. So it's a band called Alkaline Trio. Now this was 125, I think, but if you look on the front cover, they've actually all signed it. So, I mean, there's nothing to prove that they actually signed it. It could be fake, it could be forgery, but I doubt you'd forge that. They were actually the first band I ever saw live, Alkaline Trio. Saw them in Nottingham, I want to say Rock City. That was a great night, apart from having to sleep on someone's floor with no pillow or blanket. But yeah, good band. I like them. That's my sort of go-to band when I want something just to throw on. Alkaline Trio. Crimson, great album. So that was that. Okay. Picked this up recently. It's going straight to CX, obviously. Some fodder. I could tell the charity shop had a lot of Wii games in, so it's a Wii game. And this one was in there. Checked it on CX, I thought, yeah, I'll get that. It was only £1. I think they give you a £5 for it. But I'm guessing they had like all the Marios and stuff at some point in that day. But yeah, there was nothing really left. It was just like sports, shitty shitty like Wii junk games basically. But yeah, whoever picked all the ones up before obviously didn't do their research properly, because Wreck-It Ralph's worth a £5. Haha. Yeah, I'm not sure why I'm showing the insides, but yeah. So that was £1. CX will give me £5 for that. Don't worry, this is not going to be a CX copy exchange video, but yeah, but most of this stuff is going to CX. Picked up these 3 from my local. Now I've spoke to the chap in there. I'm actually there from, yeah, they were the week after. I spoke to the chap in there. He's not really one for holding stuff back. That's not a problem, but he just says, I put the games out, well, his son puts the games out on a Wednesday, about 12 o'clock. I finish work about 4, so I get there about 4:30, so chances are someone could go in and buy them, but normally when I get down there, I get first pickings, so I picked up these 2 original Xbox games. You don't see these that often, but they're not exactly expensive. I just picked them up for the collection. I got Blinks 2, Masters of Time and Space, and these are really nice condition. One for the collection, down there, and Tack 2, Staff of Dreams. Never played these games, but I hear the Blinks games are quite good. Sort of a failed mascot, you could say, for Xbox it was. Excuse me. This is a nice find. It is sealed. It's a sealed game. It's this guy, I can't pronounce that. Final Fantasy. It's one that is the fighting one. I think I've already got it, but it's sealed. It's sealed. So yeah, again, 125 for that. And then the week after, I got them ones. Went in again on a Wednesday. Saw these. I was just like, oh shit, CX is gonna get all of these. So I just bought the lot. One, I actually should have checked before I bought it, but CX might take it. We'll see. So we got Shadows of Mordor. Not much in that. I think it's £3. Paid 125 for these, but I'm not going to complain. They're all Xbox One games. Watch Dogs 2. I think that's like £8. Dark Souls 3. That's a good one. Witcher 3. Fantastic game. If you've not played this game and you're into sort of Skyrim, although I've never played Skyrim. We'll say Oblivion, actually. It's the same thing. It's the same sort of series. They don't change them. Yeah, The Witcher. Difficulty, I'm going to say, whereas you can tone down the difficulty quite a lot in, like, say, Oblivion, this, even on easy, it's not a button masher. You have to time your attacks and dodges, etc. But yeah, amazing game. And this is the one I dropped a bit of a shitter on. Marvel Superheroes. You might think, what's wrong with that? Well, it's actually an American version. but we'll see if it slips through the cracks. I mean, it's region 3, so, but yeah, they've got this thing about not accepting American games. Don't know why. Something to do with is it the PEGI rating? It's not on there. Maybe I'll just get a shit game, cut out the PEGI thing, and just stick it on the front cover. It could work. It could work. So yeah, they were, what was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What, another one? No, 5 games there. That was £6.25. So I think there's about 40 quid's worth there. Could be wrong. Maybe 35 at a push. So yeah, very nice. Oh, more charity shop stuff. Move that. So when I did this from a different charity shop, this was actually in the toys and like the kids' toys. It's not really. I suppose it is a toy. It's a grown-up's toy, you could say. It's a Warhammer, and I'd like to show you it, but I don't want to tip it up too much. But it's yes. Oh fuck it, we'll just do it. Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers strategy battle game. This was £3. And it's all there. And there was actually quite a few extra figures in there, so that's quite nice. There's some scenery and stuff in there. For some reason, I glued that back together, and obviously I can't. It doesn't go in the box no more. And then I tried to take it apart again, and yeah, I used too much super glue, so I just leave that on top. And then as I was buying that, she goes, "You won't be interested in this?" She goes, "There's no figures with it." She said it's going in the bin anyway, so I was like, okay. And it's a Blood Bowl. So it's all there, apart from the figures. It's got all the dice and everything. So I gave her £1 for it. She says, "Oh, don't worry about it." And I said, "No, take the £1. You know, I'm sure someone will be interested in that because it's quite a nice box, condition-wise." So I thought, yeah, take a point on that. So I paid £4 for them. Definitely worth it. Move them out of the way. So do next. Excuse me for. Okay, I'm back. Right, bit of eBay, bit of everything here really. I tried to normally stack it in piles, but it's all come from quite a lot of different places. This just came in the post a couple of days ago. I'm actually not even going to try and pronounce it. I tried to go on YouTube to try and find out how you pronounce it. Can't really find a review on it, so I'm just going to show you the picture of it. So it's an American game. It's published by Atlas, so normally means it sort of could be a quirky RPG. It looks a bit like a hack and slash. Obviously, I've not played it. I looked at some gameplay things. It looked a bit like that. Not made by Atlas, I don't think. I think it's just published by Atlas. So that was that. And I believe that was £11. No, £12.50 with postage. So that was quite a good price. It was up for auction for £9.99. And I just put the old best offer thing in for like a couple of quid more. So that was that. Some things for an actual game shop here, surprisingly. Yeah, so we've got an Engage game. I've already got it, but I wanted a. It's quite a pricey title. But I had it. I got it, but it's sealed, so I don't really want to open it. So I just thought I'd buy this, and then I can flip the sealed one for what this cost me and a little bit more. But it's the Elder Scrolls Travels Shadow Key. I've actually played this on the Engage, and it's actually not bad considering what they had to work with the Engage. It was priced at 40. You can see that. I ain't got what I focus on, but yeah, it was priced at 40. It's quite a faithful Elder Scrolls sort of type thing. I'm not that far into it because the controls really hurt my hands. That was one of the downfalls of the Engage, I thought, the controls on some games. But yeah, it seems the graphics are good for a sort of, you could say, mobile phone game. They're fully, well, I don't say fully 3D, but it's 3D environments. So that was that. Say price was 40, and then I saw this. Now I've been after this for so fucking long, and every time I see it, I'm just like, condition is key with this. I'm not going to open it actually. I think he had this. He had no price on this, and he goes, "Oh, I've got to check." So I was like, you know what that means. So it is Fantasy Tactics for the Game Boy Advance. Played this quite a lot back in the day. My friend had it and I used to borrow it off him all the time. Basically, if you played a Fantasy Tactics game, you basically know it's strategy, combat. But yeah, very nice condition this is. So I'm not going to get it out, but it is all there. Minty condition. Say, boxes, okay. Say, you probably can't see, no autofocus on, because it pisses me right off. And he said 20 on that. And I said, what's your best on that one? Because I can't imagine, because I think last time I went in there, like a year ago, he still had that in his case. So a year later, I was like, what's the best you can do on that then? So he had 40 on it. He said 30, so I was like, yeah, that's fine. Because I think that's about the going rate on eBay. But for once I've sold the sealed one for about 50, 60, roughly. Yeah, we're good to go. Next up, we've got a PS1 game, a GunCon game. Now, I don't normally go in these shops. I think they're called Swap and Save. I think they're mostly in the East Midlands. I think there's one in Nottingham, one in Leicester, one in Loughborough. And they mostly sell like shitty emoji pillows and fucking mobile phones and stuff like that. I don't really know how they stay open, to be honest. They have like a small game section. I think back in the day they used to focus mainly on games and stuff. So, but they had this one priced up at $2.79. Now, I've not checked how much this is worth, but I thought I'll get it because it is actually a really nice condition. It is Gunfighter: The Legend of Jesse James. So, GunCon game. Very nice condition. It's all there. Not going to get it out. No cracks to the case. That's always a plus with these. Oh, this is actually, yeah. There's a story behind this. So, full Dreamcast set. I think I mentioned it in a video that I did it. I can't remember. But anyway, this is the last game I needed. And it was an absolute cunt to find. I think I waited a month or so. And then I just pulled the trigger on it. And it is NBA 2K2. So you're thinking, sports game? Yeah. And this came out in... When did it come out? No, it says on the back. 2002, it says there. So a very, very late release Dreamcast game. And all the ones on eBay were sealed. And I think the last time an unsealed one had come up, it went for about 25. So I waited months and months, and eventually I just thought, fuck it, I'm just going to buy this. $39.99, just get the set done. Get the set done, we're done. I'm a full set wanker now. I think someone on Facebook had one of these, like literally 2 days after I bought this, and I was just like, so I think he wanted 25 for it. So sealed, there's actually a slight blemish in the seal, which is annoying, but... Now the chap who sold this had one more, and he sold that for 50, and now he's got more on, and I think he's trying to get 70 for them, so I don't blame him. That's how it works. That's how eBay works. And I've got a story about eBay later, because they pissed me right off. So, more random shit. So, game. Does anyone actually shop in game? I don't really. I think I said a few videos back that I literally CX everything. If CX sell it, chances are I won't buy it unless there's a massive difference in the price. But yeah, and I'm happy to wait with CX as well. But anyway, game. I saw this. I think it was $8.99, no, $7.99, which I thought was a great price. The bloke who served me was a complete and utter Mongol. But yeah, so the game is Final Fantasy 15, the Deluxe Edition. Now the steelbook's really nice. I'm always picky with my steelbooks because they can get a bit dented and dinged up. But this is actually really nice minty condition. I just noticed I left there's another sticker on it. There must have been 10 stickers on this fucking case. I don't know why the Obsessed Game is the worst for that. They put so many stickers on it. And it took him like 10 minutes to find it. He went upstairs, looked for the discs, and then they're in the drawer behind him the whole time. So, but what was I going to say? Yeah, he started putting one of them fucking seals on it. You know, they put them re-seals, and I'm thinking, why are you doing that? It's a pre-owned game. But yeah, he put it on there, and then he couldn't get the slip cover back over it, and I thought he was going to break the fucking slip cover, and then I'm going to have to fucking say I don't want it. But he didn't, luckily. I was just like, fuck's sake. So yeah, $7.99 that was. I think CX sell it for about 15. But I thought, you know, it is really nice condition. I do want to play this at some point. Some people will say it's a great game, others say it's meh, but we'll see. We'll see when I play it. Okay, one more thing. Now, this is from eBay. I recently looked at the listing, and he'd listed it in superb condition. He said it in the title. It's debatable. So it's a Saturn game, quite a tricky one to get, really. And it is the Crow, and as you can see there, it's definitely not in like excellent condition. It's got the old wibbly wob kicking off on the old front and back. Contents is fairly good. These fucking cases, man, fucking shocking. Yeah, to be fair, the contents is fine. To be fair, there we go. First one of the video, I think. But yeah, I mean, it's still good condition. I think I paid about 32 quid for that. The game's supposed to be atrociously bad. We'll see. I might give it a go one day. I might get around to playing it. But yeah, the spine's actually really good on that, surprisingly. That's normally where they go. Yeah. So yeah, 32 quid. Well, boom. What next? What next? Okay, I'll show you this. So I bought this off a friend at work. I think 2 years ago he said he'd bought a Wii, and I kept saying, "Oh, bring it in. I'll give you some money for it." Because he was saying, "Oh, his kid don't use it because his kid plays Fortnite or some shit like that." So eventually, because he was on about getting the new FIFA, and he was like pricing it up on CX. I think they were going to give him 25 quid for it, and I go, "I'll give you 30 quid for it," and he was like, "Yeah, okay." So he finally brought it in. Now he goes, "Oh, I got a stack of games and an extra Wiimote with it." So I was like, all right. So I didn't say anything, and then when he brought it in, I got a quick flick through the games, and I thought I'll give him 15 quid. So I gave him 45 in the end. What I didn't check is, and you know, so it's not really his fault because he's not really massively into games. Is the Wiimote's fake? So that was a bit of a kick in the teeth. Well, not really, because I traded all the games in. I got £15 and 40p on a voucher for them. So, yeah. I think there was like Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort, a load of games. Actually, he said yesterday he had 2 more games. He said one's in a yellow case, which is, I think, Mario and Sonic at the London Games. I think that's the one. So, there's also a fake nunchuck with it. But yeah, we got the old Wii Mini. I actually really like the design of this. There it is. I think it's very, sort of, reminds me of a Super Nintendo. Maybe it's the shape, how it's sort of, not curved, but angled like that. It wouldn't be out of place, is what I'm trying to say. I think with the design of it, and I really like it. And it's not shiny, because I fucking hate shiny stuff. There's fingerprints all over the fucking thing. But yeah, and it's got the old flipper lid, much better. So yeah, so that was 30 quid. Thought it was pretty good. Say the box. The main thing I was actually worried about is the box, but the box is like literally still got the Argos thing on. So that was a good find. Yeah, slide in, stay. So what else have we got? Well, I got myself a Switch. I've not replayed it. I think I've had this about a month and a half now, and I've probably played it for an hour. I think what I need is the Pro controller for it. I really don't like the what do they call them? God damn it. The controller on this. Damn it. Switch comms, is it? Something like that? Probably not. I probably making a complete twat of myself. But yeah. Switch. I think I got this for... eBay had 15% off anything. And I thought, it's the perfect time to buy something like this. Because I don't think Nintendo's going to drop the price on this anytime soon. Selling too well. And with the run up to Christmas, you know, you'll probably get it for, I think it retails for $280, if I'm correct. So they'll probably throw in like a Mario game for like $300, something like that. So I bought that. I got 15% off. I think it was about £246, something like that. Can't do the maths in my head that quick. But yeah, picked it up from Argos. So I bought it on eBay to pick it up from Argos, which is, I quite like that, how they do that. While I was in Sainsbury's, I checked my Nectar points, and I had like 60 odd pounds worth of Nectar points. So I thought, grab me some Mario Odyssey right there. Like I say, I played this for about an hour and a half. Pretty good, but you know, can't really judge it on an hour and a half gameplay. So, but it seemed pretty good. So I should really get back into that. But yeah, I want to get a Pro controller because I feel like that it'll be more comfortable in my hands to play for extended periods. So that was that. Okay, moving along quickly. Move all that. There's stuff everywhere. Yeah. I hope this is not too blurry. So, went to a couple of car boots. You'll probably see the footage in one of my CX car boot exchange videos. But there's obviously some stuff I don't show. Actually, the first thing is from a week where it was sort of, it was supposed to rain about 10 o'clock, so I think it put most people off. First car boot, there was no one there, so just went straight to the second one. Got there was about 4 stalls, and I was just like, oh, I don't want to pay. It's like £1 each to get in now, so, and you sort of pay on the way in, so you can't really wait. You sort of have to come in. So paid the £2. Then it started to rain, and it was like 8 o'clock in the morning. It was probably actually about 7, and I was thinking the fucking forecast didn't even say it was supposed to rain this early. So it sort of like started to drizzle, and I thought, oh fuck's sake. And there was people sort of coming in and then doing a 3-point turn to get back out. So I was like, oh god, I'm gonna get nothing here. But a couple more cars came in, stalls. So I was like, okay. I think I picked up a DVD in a game, which I took to CX. So I got my money for getting in back and a little bit more. Took them my petrol, so wasn't the end of the world. And then they started giving the stall holders the money back, saying, "Oh look, you know, we're calling it off." But one of the stalls was like, "Oh, am I right to stay for like half an hour?" Because they had quite a big crowd around this stall, and they were like, "Yeah, that's fine." So there was like tons of people around this stall, and I thought, I ain't gonna get shit here. And I saw there was one woman taking the money. There was one woman in the van. It was like a camper van, and she picked something up, and I thought instantly, that's a games console, and she put it back down. And I was thinking, okay, no one else saw that, so I sort of squeezed through everyone. I thought, so you got any video games and stuff? She goes, oh no. She goes, I think I've got she goes, I've got an old Sega, and I was thinking, yeah. I thought it was. So she gets it out. She goes, oh, you can have it for a £5. No leads, nothing, but for a £5, I got me a Sega Saturn. Yeah. So, don't see these very often at the car boot. It's not like, yeah, but I suppose it didn't sell very well. So yeah, asked if she had in games. She was like, no. So just this. Not tried it yet, but don't know. We'll see. Took a punt on it. It's only a £5. So that was that. Oh. So I've been buying a lot of sort of toys and games recently because I'm planning on doing like a toy fair. I think there's one at the NEC. The chap at the car boot was talking to me about it because I'm pretty much done with eBay. We'll get to that story later. Fucking wankers. Yeah, so I've been buying sort of toys, a lot of Lego. In fact, this is all Lego I'm going to show you. So got me a little box of Lego here from the car boot, £2. That was all there. So I'll just picking whatever I can up. Got me a Lego flashlight. So I don't think they're actually worth that much. I think I paid £2 for that. Sort of exploring the unknown here with toys and games. But I thought I could take like that Lord of the Rings thing I got from the charity shop, and I thought I could take a couple of like retro consoles like Super Nintendo, more cartridge based stuff to these shows. And if I'm the only one there selling it, I think, you know, people might be more inclined to buy my stuff if they were looking for that sort of thing, obviously, if no one else is selling it. But yeah, bought this Lego Robo Champ. I think that was £1.50, still sealed. You're probably thinking, what a load of shit. Excuse me. Again, more Lego. The last thing actually from the car boot. Lego 40173. It's a Lego picture frame. The most blandest thing you can probably buy from Lego. It's a picture frame. But yes, again, still sealed. I think these are about £20, so I think I paid £3 for that. So see what we can make back on that. Right, what? Getting there. I'll show you this because it's huge. Actually, this is the eBay story, so get ready for a rant. So I bought the new Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Always do. You can probably see down here my Assassin's Creed collection. If you go back on my Games Room Tour 2017, you'll probably see that. There's a couple of new additions. So yeah, but I didn't just buy the normal version. No. I have to buy. So it was £150, and if you can get these points from playing their games. You can get 20% off. So this cost me £120. So I went for the Assassin's Creed Sparta edition. I think it's the same on the back. Oh no, there we go. There you go. I'm not going to get it all out. It's basically just a statue and an art book. The season pass, which I think's like £27 on its own. So that's quite nice. So you're probably wondering, what has this got to do with eBay? Well, that came out on a Tuesday. They said, order it, we can guarantee it for Tuesday. Didn't turn up Tuesday. And I think Wednesday they sent me a code. They go, oh, sorry, it's delayed. Here's a code for the gold edition, which is obviously the game and the season pass. And I thought, oh great, I'll flip that on eBay. So I'm probably going to rant over nothing because the thing didn't cost me anything. But you know, I got a bee in my bonnet about it. So tried Facebook. I think there was one chap interested in it. I think he offered me 45, and I thought, I could probably get more on eBay. This is my downfall. I should have just took the 45 and been done with it. So I put it on eBay for $64.99. Person buys it, no problem. Yes, I send the code to them, which is another one of my downfalls. Supposedly, you're only covered if it's sent through the post. So, sent them the code by email. 4 hours later, I get a message going, oh, my account got hacked. I didn't buy that. And I was just like, you motherfucker. It was a woman as well, and you could just tell she was lying, because the person who emailed me asking for the code, because they bought it and said, oh, can I have the code? And you can just tell by the slang, the way she's written it, and the words she used, it was exactly the same person asking. So I was just like, for fuck's sake. So she lodged a complaint with PayPal. Not for eBay, PayPal. So she won, obviously. So I was like, fair enough, I didn't pay anything for it. You know, but I ring up PayPal because they refunded it on a separate transaction. Not on the original transaction. So PayPal owed me the fee they charged because they refunded her. So I rang up PayPal, I said. And initially I was just going to say, look, can I have my fucking £1 fucking 20 back? And I thought, actually, no, I'll ask him. I'll say, so how come she won the dispute? She's like, well, we've got evidence. I was like, all right. I was like, and what's the evidence? Oh, well, you know, we can't discuss that. I was like, okay. And I was like, well, I think she's lying, basically. It's like a classic con people pull on eBay. And they're like, all right. And they were going on about how they think, do you think she's a liar? And I was just like, well, yeah, I just said that. And they was like, have you tried asking her to remake the payment? I was like, what are you on about? Yeah, I'm going to go back begging to her. Oh, please give me the money. I was like, look. She's like, well, I can open an investigation into it. I was like, you do that. Refund me £1.20. So she's like, no problem, I'll do that now. Get home, check the thing, no refund. So I ring PayPal again. Can I have my fucking £1.20 back? Yes, okay. It's done. Got my £1.20 back. Then I ring up eBay. Sorry, this is going on. This is going to go on for a while. I ring up eBay. Can I have my £6 fee back? My final value fee? Yeah, no problem. You'll have to do it for the eBay thing. You'll have to cancel the transaction. I was like, yeah, I would do that, but because PayPal refunded her on a separate transaction, it's saying you're going to refund her again. The original transaction, you're going to refund that again. Oh no, it won't happen. It's on the system here. Okay, go on it. Click refund. They refund her again. I was like, oh my fucking God. I was so fucking angry at this point. So I ring her back up and I says, what is going on? You told me if I pressed it, it wouldn't refund her again. Oh, we didn't think it would. I was just like, look, give him my £6 back and give him my the refund. I was just like, right, okay, we've issued the £6 back. You'll have to ring up PayPal again to get the refund. I was just like, oh my fucking God. I was like, why is it you always side with the buyer when the person selling the item is the one paying your wages? And they were like, oh no, we don't. I was just like, look, whatever. So I rang up PayPal again, got my refund. So yeah, there's my rant. And you're probably all thinking, wow, all that. But yeah, I need a drink. Wet the old whistle. So I took all my stuff off eBay. I thought, fuck you, from now on I'm just going to buy stuff from eBay. Not sell anything. And if you're wondering, is the game any good? It's alright. It's a step down from Origins, I think. If you've played Origins, you probably know they changed. They sort of tinkered with the combat slightly. Didn't really change much. They made it completely different, but it's not. They changed the button layout. And basically, first thing I did, straight into the menu, put all the buttons back to like a classic Assassin's Creed button thing. And another thing with the combat is, you don't have a shield in this game. Now in Odyssey, in Origins you had a shield. And because it's sort of an RPG leveling up, all enemies have certain level, you could actually fight higher level enemies than you, because you'd have a shield. They took the shield away, so now you have this like parry attack. So instead of just holding the shield up like you would in Origins and sort of waiting for your time to strike, you have to like sort of press the bumper buttons at the exact moment, and it's more of it's a real precise timing. And I'm not saying I'm not enjoying it, but they've done certain stuff to it, and I'm just like, you know, it's not the same. A lot of people, it got good reviews. I'm just like, eh. And another thing a lot of people were going on about is how they've implemented microtransactions called the Time Saver Pack or whatever, where you get double the XP for a certain amount of time, or you can buy a permanent boost to XP. And a lot of people were saying it's too grindy. They've made it so grindy to try and persuade you to buy these time saver packs. And I'm like, oh, doesn't matter, because I like exploring everything. I like, you know, doing every single mission. You know, I like working my way through it. And I read a lot of reviews, and they said that's fine. If you like exploring everything, then it's not an issue. It's not grindy at all. But it's still fucking grindy. And I'm looking for, I can't find any more missions to get my level up, so I'm going around finding like locations to get me like 100 extra XP just to get to that next level, just so I can move on to the next fucking mission. And yeah, okay, I'm not going to talk about it no more, cause it's getting me hungry. Fucking game. Right, okay. Okay, last few bits. Okay, hopefully we shouldn't breach the hour mark. I'm ranting. So, do you know what's a great console? The PlayStation Vita. In fact, I've got a massive hard-on at the moment for PlayStation Vita stuff. I literally, at this point in time, it's one of my favourite consoles. I'm sure that will change because, you know, I can never say what my favourite console is. But yeah, at the moment, this is my favourite console. There's just... One thing is, it's so comfortable to hold for a start. I play my 3DS and I'm just thinking my hands are cramping up. But I play my PS Vita, I can sit there for hours and play it, no problems. So yeah, like I say, I've been on a bit of a spending spree for PlayStation Vita stuff. And I've been looking at a lot of Japanese stuff, and I'm not typically someone who imports, I don't really import anything. I'm more of a just, you know, I'll just stick to the power releases. But obviously there's certain stuff which Japan got, and I'm just like, that's so fucking cool. And the first thing I got was actually a limited edition PlayStation Vita. I bought this off eBay. Again, I had a 10% off voucher. So it worked out about 160 quid. I think it was 163 quid in the end. But the one I bought was a Cosmic Red limited edition console for Soul Sacrifice. And as you can see, turned up, great condition, as described in the pictures. The box he put in, Jesus fucking Christ. Fucking tank could have drove over it and it wouldn't hurt it. So yeah, so there's the box. No game with that, but I've ordered the game from Japan for like, I think it was like $6 with postage. So that will go in there, fill that hole. Get the console out to show you, because it's fucking awesome. I'm swearing on this video. I do apologise if you're sensitive to the swearing. But yes, here it is. And this looks kind of pink on the screen, but yeah, it's like a glittery red. It's awesome. And the back has got this, so I assume it's something from the game. But yeah, real nice. It's actually got a screen protector on, I believe. So yeah, whoever owned it in Japan had obviously took real good care of it, and they put a screen protector on it, which is nice. No bubbles in sight. I hate putting screen protectors on. I'm like the worst possible person to do. So let me know, can I just charge that with a normal PlayStation Vita charger? I'm not sure yet. I don't want to blow it up because it's so nice. But there's a couple of extras with it. We've got a Soul Sacrifice tissue, screen wipe thing there. That's quite nice. And then there's one more thing. There's a pouch for it. A Soul Sacrifice branded pouch, which is very, very nice. Actually, I think there's also in the pouch there's some Vita official headset again in like this cosmic red. That's quite nice. So yeah, bit pricey, but no more than you would have paid for a Vita when it came out over here. So okay, I'll put all that back later. There's no room to move. There's a dump in there. So sticking with the PlayStation Vita stuff, and still on import stuff here. So there's a new Persona game coming out. It's, let me read it on here. Nearly fell out. Persona 3 Dancing Moon Night and Persona 5 Dancing Star Night. And it was coming out on the PS Vita and the PS4. Excuse me. So, came out in Japan, then we get it announced. We're not getting the Vita version. And I was like, what the fuck? Probably because they're stopping production. Because it was already out in Japan. So I thought, I'll probably just get the PlayStation 4 version. So they're releasing it separately because it's two games, and then they're doing like a collector's edition. So straight off the bat, it's like 40 quid for each individual release. I'm like, and then like the special limited edition pack thing they're releasing is, I want to say 80, but it could even be 90 at certain places. And I'm just like, for fuck's sake. Like, why do they have to price stuff so much higher than Japan? So I thought, fuck this, go on Amazon Japan, see what the price it was originally. And I thought, oh fucking hell, they got a physical release in Japan, like a double pack. And this worked out at about 60 quid. That's including the import tax. So, we've got it right here. I have opened it. Very shiny. I think their PS4 one in Japan's actually even cheaper than this. I think it's like 55 after you imported it. So yeah, so we've got Persona 5, Persona 3. Very nice. And another thing I noticed, because we're getting the sort of exactly the same collector's edition. This obviously this is in Japanese. You get this, which is the full soundtrack. It even says there, full soundtrack. 4 discs. What do we get? We get 2 discs. Because they just have to skimp us of the extra 2 discs. Why, Sega? Why? Why not just give us the full soundtrack? But no, they just love to take stuff out. We just love to get ass raped by these companies. Gotta put it all back now. And granted, it's not in English, but a lot of the tracks are lyrics are in English, and certain parts of the menu are in English, so it's not a complete. It's not like I won't be able to play it. Basically, yeah. So very nice, very happy with that. Fuck Sega. I'll buy it from Japan. So 2 more Vita games here. You see, Vita stuff is just where it's at the moment. A lot of stuff is climbing up in price as well, especially the power releases. But actually these aren't power releases. So I got an American game here. I think this was about £10 it was. Buy it now. And I thought, that's not out in the UK. I'll grab that. And it's Ragnarok Odyssey for the PlayStation Vita. It's all there. It's got a little slip. Now I didn't know they've re-released this game on PlayStation Vita in America. I think it's called Ragnarok Odyssey Aces. And that's on the PS3 as well. So I'll probably be looking out for that at some point. Again, not played it, but it looks like a hack and slash. But it looks a bit like Monster Hunter, you could say. So, interested to play that. And next up, we've got a limited run game, number 32. And it's As Divine Hearts. So, yeah. It's got a little postcard in there. Now, these limited run games, the prices some people want for them on eBay is ridiculous. Oh, it actually says limited 79 on the back, but it says 32. I don't know. Who cares? But yeah, this one came up. I think it was 25 quid. And I was just like, I like to hit that £20 mark for these releases. And I'm not really bothered how long it takes me. I would like all of them. But yeah, I offered him 20. I think he came back saying £20 with the postage. So it was about £21.50 or something. So yeah, grab that. It looks turn-based, a lot like Final Fantasy. So be interested to play that one. It's the best console for like Japanese role-playing games, hands down. Especially because you can play a lot of PS1, a lot of the PS1 classic games like 7, 8, 9, Fantasies, you name it. So the last game we got for Vita, and the last game I'm going to show you, and this came today. Actually, Royal Mail left us on my fucking doorstep, but I'm not going to complain because I can show it to you now instead of in the next pickups video. So I've played this game on PS4, completed it. It's a fantastic game. Top 5 RPGs all time. This one, so good. And this is £45 in CX now for just the normal version. So I was watching this on eBay, and it's the limited edition version. There's no listing on CX for this. So 45 quid in CX. I paid £58.95 or something with postage. So about 15 quid more, roughly, about there. Got me Ys 8, the Lacrimosa of Dana, limited edition. That's the one, yeah. Did actually, it's got a ding just there. I'm not sure that's on the post. It might have already been on there because he took a picture of the front and that was on the back, so it could have not too bad because you can't really see it that well. But I always thought this was overpriced when they originally released it. I think it was £80, and the Switch version was £90, the limited edition. But after looking through what you get, I was like, wow, I'd have bought that on release. But I'm glad I didn't, because I got it for a lot less. So I love this box as well. It's like proper hard. What all collector's editions should come in, a hard box, not flimsy shit. I've got nothing to show you at hand. But yeah, so I'll just quickly go through the contents of this because it's awesome. So the game, no manual in there, doesn't come with one. But yeah, I'm not sure actually. That's actually different from the. I've just noticed that it's different from the retail release. Maybe it's a. Oh yeah. So you can flip the cover on it and get the normal retail cover if you want it. Yeah, some nice artwork on there. Such a great game. I think the PS4 version is creeping up now as well. I think I paid $39.99 at Christmas. No, someone bought it for me, but I know where they got it from because they said they couldn't find it, so I had to give them a link to where to buy it from for Christmas. That made my Christmas, that game. It's so good. And then next up we've got this book stand, which is quite funky. It's like plastic. So that's quite nice. Never going to construct that though. We've got the soundtrack. I will open that because it's a great soundtrack. Probably not the full soundtrack, but probably it's got the essentials on there, you could say. So looking forward to that. I'm not sure what that is. What is it? A t-shirt? A towel? A cloth? Something like that? Doesn't say. I've got nothing to say what that is. A cloth poster? I don't know what that is. An art book. Not the biggest art book in the world, but yeah, it's quite nice. I flicked through it. Makes me want to play it right now. Just flicking through that. Art book. And there's still more. There's still more. You get the diary. I think this is the diary from the game. One of the people in it. Yeah, this book is a replica of the codex written by Adol Christin, who's obviously the main character, recounting his times as a castaway on the island of Seren. So yeah, basically the diary you get in the game, and you fill it out. But yeah, fucking awesome. So yeah, there we go. So yeah, incredible game, and I'm probably going to get it on Switch just to have it, just for the sake of having it on every console, because it is that good. And they probably ironed out some of the bugs here and there. I think there was a problem with the translation originally, so they translated some of the words, and people were like, "What? Why did you translate it from that to that?" But yeah, so yeah, there we go. So I probably ranted enough about eBay. PayPal. Yeah, Blackpool, like I say, get to Blackpool next week. I'll leave a link. Go buy yourself a ticket. Come say hello. I'm also going to be at Bristol Gaming Market. There we go. Got a stall. Come say hello. If you want anything, I'll hook you up with a great deal. You know, I'm not there to make as much money as possible. I'm there to make a small profit, and you know, if I can help you out putting something in your collection, that's enough for me to make me happy. So yeah. This sofa's a lot more comfortable than that beanbag over there. But yeah, so thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.